Hello, YouTube world. Thanks for tuning in. Today we have yet another video which involves stocks and bonds. And today we'll be going over Toro, Toro company. And they're going for $82.43 a share. Um, Towards the closing hours, they're up 3.32. And for the after hours, they are down 0.43. Um, this company does pay a dividend of 1.92. I kind of wanted to go over this stock because of how it was looking, and I just had a few moments to go over a stock like this one. And they're basically used for housing, like, housing materials, housing resources, things of that nature. Um, and so let's begin. This is a beautiful start off stock for a Monday at 1:50 p.m. Western Time. Thanks for tuning in. Highly appreciate it. Welcome. Thank you. Good day to you as well. But with this stock right here, all this right here is great, right? Because like I said, green is to buy, red is to sell. But this white green light, a line I should say, that is right there in between the 83 and the 82. That line I was telling you guys about right there, right? Now that's the line that you want to pay attention to. I wasn't trying to buy it. I'm just going over it. You know what I'm saying? It's an option, but this is all beginners way to read the stock. You don't have to buy nothing that you don't want to buy. Now, as you can see, right, this little middle line right there, it's kind of hard to see because of this great green right here, right? But let's take a look for, the rest of the week. Now, that middle line before, as I was mentioning earlier, is right here. Even though all this area is down there, right? It will take a little dip because of the closing hour, which is 4.3. But at the same time, green is to buy, red is to sell. It don't necessarily come above that line right there, but it makes a small dip up in this area, in which, if you have a few dollars, it wouldn't, hurt to take a look at and invest for yourself, or do some information. Now for the rest of the month, you see it doesn't really, again, it kind of shows the after hours, and things are down here, and it's below this white line, or this middle line I should say, and it barely touches right there, right? Makes another loop, goes down, but it shoots up right here. Now you can basically, yeah, I mean, pretty much you can buy what you want to buy, right? But right here, it's red. It's right where that middle line is, right? And the only line that you really need to pay attention to, because green is to buy, red is to sell, and that'll be pretty much the only way you can tell. Now for the next 3 months, again, it's still a positive mark. Right here, it's above that line, and it makes a small dip, right? These are all predictions, right? Predictions basically, you know, unsure almost, but at the same time, a reputable company like this guy's right here, you know, the past shows that this company is very important because they help with, like, housing and different designs, things of that nature, right? So always pay attention to what's going on right here, and you can pretty much read in this area, right? How it shoots back up. Now, take a look for the next 6 months. You see, um, all in this area back here in this corner, which led to this beautiful, beautiful dip that shoots all the way back up, coming down one more time, but it stays consistent right here. Green is to buy, red is to sell, and and it being above the 73, that right there is indicates pretty much how the stock is moving. Now, let's take a look for the next year. Now, here comes the areas where I told you back here that the negative 4.3 comes into play, right? Because after it pays out its dividends, or it could be looking for new ways to like better research or better housings, or especially after they pay out their dividends, you see it will take a small dip. It will take a small dip, but it always rebounds from itself, right? It always rebounds. So the next 2 years, it didn't necessarily rebound over here, because I'm not exactly sure why, but I can tell you that this area right here definitely wasn't agreeing to be in this area. So that's why it takes a dip. And a lot of times, people might not buy houses, or even with the tariffs, it doesn't really, matter, because right here is where, you possibly would want to sell. If I was, I would say sell somewhere in this area right there. If I were to sell, it'd be right there, because all that is just really not um, going above this middle line. So I would definitely sell right there, because you don't want to be in the stocks and bonds too. Thanks again for tuning in. You don't want to be, losing money. So 5 years, yeah, most definitely, you know, that middle line right there. It takes a dip, but only thing we pay attention to is right here and right there, and a little bit right here, right? That whole area. Green is to buy, red is to sell. So take a look for the next 10 years. Even for the next 10 years, you see, it always rebounds, and it always, you'll definitely get back your 1%. You'll definitely get back your 1%. But it's important to pay attention to, these marks right here. Because people say you can pretty much win money when it goes down. I don't like to play those games, so I like to put money in when it goes up, right? A couple of dollars, Now, for the overall performance, as you can see, this is a clear shot, of, paying attention to this middle line between the 1984 and the 3 months. That middle line right here, that middle line right here, right there, boom. Only thing you really need to pay attention to. And for the all-out performance, it had its little, downside, but the overall performance right there is definitely something that should pay attention to right in that area. I would like to say, thanks for tuning in. You guys are amazing. Until the next video, keep investing. Oh, one more thing to show y'all. Just so y'all know it's live. Hold up. Dang, yo, what's up with these Darnell Down Jones, S&P, man? These tariffs, they need to hurry up. It's messing it all up. Freaking tariffs. Thanks, y'all.